Hello, welcome to my video review of this Amazon commercial espresso maker. I'd like to start off by saying that this machine functions much better than what the $250 price point would indicate. It's got a built-in grinder, which is a burr grinder, but does a great job. It's pretty quiet, and that's pretty great. First off though, one of the big things that I love about this machine, sorry I didn't wipe off that edge there, is how quick it is. So I'm going to start, this machine is cold right now, cold to the touch. I'm going to turn it on, and just so you can see how quickly it warms up and is ready to make espresso. These lights over here will light up when you see that it's time to actually brew. Like I said, it's got the built-in grinder that holds the portafilter, much like the Braviles, the higher-end Braviles. It's semi-automatic, meaning that it will brew a single or double shot with these two buttons. It's got an articulating steam wand, so not just a back and forth, but articulates all around, and that doubles as the water supply, hot water supply. It comes with a single and a double basket for your portafilter. The portafilter itself is just made out of aluminum, and that isn't great for heat retention, but it's not very important with this machine because this machine is PID controlled, meaning that the water coming out of the machine is measured to be consistently the right temperature. It's got a heat transfer instead of a boiler. And then this portafilter itself, it's got this little knob here for setting on the end of your table when you're doing your tamping. And you can see now that the lights have come on. That means that this is all ready to brew a cup of espresso. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. I'm gonna hit the grind. I've got it set to 5 for the espresso grind. That seems to be pretty good for me, obviously to taste. So grinding, it's a little, it's a burr grinder, so it's got a little bit of noise to it, but it's a lot quieter than my Rancilio Rocky. So nice to use in the morning. If you're in the kitchen and someone's a couple rooms away, it's not going to be terribly loud. It does make very consistent grind. I normally mound it up a little bit, and it kind of comes out a little fluffier than my Rancilio. So when I tamp it down, it's got mounted right now. When I tamp it down with the included tamp, which is, by the way, very nice and heavy. I spent over $30 for one this nice, and it's exactly the same. And it's the same size as my Rancilio, actually, the baskets. As far as the size, they're not interchangeable. So there, it's tamped down. The portafilter locks in straight ahead, so when you get straight forward, it doesn't go any further. It's not like a tension thing that you have to just keep cranking until it gets tight. It's in the right spot. And then to make a double shot, just choose the double, and you're going to notice that it's got really nice crema. And this machine was cold when we started this video. A little off there. It was cold when I started this video. So you're going to see that it's actually going to do a pretty good job making some pretty nice crema on this grind. It kind of makes me insane because my Rancilio, I have to really tweak it and make sure I get the right temperature before I get a good cup of espresso. This one, it always makes a nice cup right off the beginning. So that's that cup of espresso, nice crema on there. The steam wand, if you want the water, you see these 3 dots, you got water coming out there. Now it's not a dual boiler, so when you want it to make steam, you gotta turn that knob over to the steam side, and it takes a little bit of time for it to get to steaming, but not as long as you would think. It gets going. It's, once again, more convenient and faster than my Rancilio. And you'll hear it give a pause, and then she really just takes off once it's ready to go. And I want to give you this in real time, and there it goes. And you can hear it pumping. So not bad, not a bad weight there. Definitely, once again, more convenient than my Rancilio. Build quality is definitely not up to the Rancilio or even a Breville build quality. I would say that it lies more along the lines of upper end DeLonghi, but once again, at $250 price point, you can't really fault too much for that. Much like the Breville's, it does have a large drip tray, and then it has tools in the back here, and since it's hot, I'm not going to pull those out, but it's got tool storage for the brush and the steam wand. The pitcher, it also comes with this very nice pitcher. It's really heavy. It's not a super thin, tinny one. It's really nice. Overall, I would say this is more like a $500 machine, just based on the quality of espresso that you're getting out of it, and the build quality is really good. It does have a removable tank on the back for your water, so easy. But it's a giant tank. It's almost 3-liter tank back there. 2.9 it says at the top mark, and it's got more room up there. So you're not going to have to do a lot to maintain this, to keep it making espresso for a long time. Yeah, it's definitely worth the $250. If you can pick one up for less, I would snatch it up for less. It's great. Thanks for watching.